Okay, back on the car after a week or two off. Fuel lines, fuel return in. Left that one long so I can put the fender on, figure out what it is. Crawled back under here, put the brake switch in. Most of the stuff is in around here. I think I am not going to hook up the rear defrost. And I've got the plate that goes in the dash. That's a plain one. Or I can go either way because I've got a rear window that has no lines in it, no defrost, and I think I kind of like that better. It's one of the minor things I was changed, and nobody will ever use it anyway. Got the gas tank in. Kind of hard to see up under there, but tank's in. Lines are ran. Everything's the way it should be, kind of. And what I was really going to show you now is I was testing more switches and lights. And like I say, all I got to do is take this off for the rear window, and I've got a plate that'll cover the whole thing. But what I wanted to show you was these switches, light switches. I thought I had ordered one like a few years ago, which was this one because it's all nice and shiny and clean. This is the original one and still pretty clean. There's a dirty one over there. But what I was going to show you real quick, just testing these things before you put them in. Because it's a pain in the ass to put them in, put them out. Before I forget, most places or people say to remove these, you reach in, push that button, pull that out. That don't work. You have to pull this knob first. See, it'll go down a little bit. And then if you try to pull the knob, it won't come out. So just wish there was a way I could set this up here real quick. Let me stick this one in here and see if it works. So if you push down on the button and try to pull it out, it don't go anywhere and you lock up the button. So if you push that in, if you pull that out first, then push the button in, then it just pops right out, okay? So otherwise you sit there like I did after I forgot what I was doing from one year to the next. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. And then the other thing I was going to show you real quick, down here, how to quickly test these things. This one here is ground for your courtesy lights. So when you turn this switch here, it'll move that with the little nubbin up here. And all that does is ground. So if you want to check it, it's continuity between here and here. And I'll take a quick shot of a couple things. This is kind of confusing, the light switch, but maybe this will help. So if you look at that compared to that, you see top one outside white, next one is your red hot, then right below it, green, right below it, no connection. Up here, blue, which is courtesy lights. This one, no connection. And these two right here are, let me get down here where I can see the wiring. That's a brown with a white stripe, and that one right there is double brown. So what you want to look for, and you can see it there. I'll do it again. 1, 2, green, no connection. blue, no connection. That's a double brown wire and a brown with white. So what you're looking for to test these real quick, this is just simple continuity. Ground to that one will be open until you turn the switch and it'll click, click, and then continuity to ground. That's all that one does. The next two that you'll want to check are right here. Your red, that's your hot coming in, and then to blue. And that's your headlights. When you pull the switch out to park lights, nothing. Pull it all the way out, and there's your headlights. That's those two. Then if you want park light, or your park lights, that's this one and this one. Brown, white, and brown, and you can see there's nothing there, but when you pull the switch one time, that will turn your park lights on, and they will stay on. Next click out, stay on for headlights. The only other thing you can check, that's that ground to the green. And that is your courtesy lights. So I guess that's a power feed that comes in there. And if you turn this, that just changes that very little. It's like 0.8. It'll go up to, you hear me squeaking around there. It'll go around to 2.5. And all that does is dim your lights in your dash. Hell, that's it. Pretty simple thing. But like mine wasn't working at first, and you got gunk on that little coil that's back in there. Spray some brake cleaner on it, and that's why it squeaks now. But at least it works. It just gets a little tarnish over it. You can rub it back and forth all you want, and it's real jumpy, or it won't work. I actually thought this one wasn't working for a while till I cleaned it up. So that's it. I'm working on that. I'm going to put the headlight switch in. I'm going to then test which one of these are good and which ones look good, because sometimes the switches suck. And I think that's it. Then I can put that in, and I'll work on the gauges are all done. Pretty sure I showed y'all guys that. So the gauges are all done and cleaned up. They're ready to go. That's it. Thought I had more, but I don't. Just took a few days off trying to get things situated, and then you forget, and I had to go back into town and get hose clamps. So that's it for now. Just a short one. Talk to you later. Bye.